What happened in Iran in 2018? Late December, Iranian citizens went out to gathered in anti-government rallies across the country, whereupon at least 29 people were directly shot to death, dozens injured, and at least 3,700 protesters were arrested since December 28, 2017. Reports indicate that at least 3 detainees were killed at the jails after being severely tortured. Iran Intelligence Service arrested at least 90 students during the recent uprising, Iran MP Parvena Salashuri said. The demonstrations were started by crowds protesting across Iran, including in Mashhad, the second most populous city. Protests spread to over 70 towns and cities, including Nishabur, Kashan, Kermanshah, Kashmir, Rasht, Esfahan, Arak, Bandar Abbas, Ardabil, Kashvan, Hamdan, Sari, Babol, Shaheen Shah, Sharikord, Shiraz, Koramabad, Zanjan, Gorgan, Zaydan, Urmia, Darad, Yazd, and Sharaud. The series of public protests occurred in several cities across the country beginning on December 28, 2017 and continuing into January 2018. The first rally took place in northeastern city of Mashhad, Razavi Khorasan province. The peaceful protesters shouted slogans praising the deposed Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, and his son and former heir apparent, the exiled Reza Pahlavi, Crown Prince of Iran. They called for Khomeini to step down, as well as tore down and set fire to posters of Ayatollah Khomeini and the founder of Islamic regime Ayatollah Khomeini in Tehran. The anti-regime protesters also shouted Khomeini, shame on you, leave the country alone, and death to the dictator. Protesters also chanted people are paupers while the mullahs live like gods. The anti-government rallies were occurred because the Iranian people fed up with the lack of economic opportunity, social and political crisis which have been impacted the society. The people believe that mullahs' policies both internal and abroad caused the problems. So far so bad. The brave Iranian woman who took off her hijab Islamic dress to protest is another pioneer of the movement. Vida Muvahed, 31 years old, stood up on a pillar box, took off her hijab and waved it as a somber. She has been missed after the silent protest at Ingelab Avenue, Tehran in late December. On January 2018, the imprisoned activists Gulrukh Ibrahimi Iri and Atina Dami were reportedly exiled to the notorious Garkuk prison after being severely beaten by wardens at Evin prison, report their relatives. The barbaric Islamic regime holds 7 years in prison for Atina and 6 years imprisonment for Gulrukh because of their peaceful activism. Iran's 140th rank in the Gender Gap Index among 144 countries shows that Iran is at the bottom of the gender equality and women's political participation rate, Hrana quotes Rouhani's Women and Family Affairs Director. Despite the high-ranked human rights violations in Iran, the EU continues to maintain its good relations with the repressive regime in Iran. It's the golden time for the world leaders to take the right stance in support of Iranian protest because the people would continue the anti-government rallies if Western states back the citizens, not the Islamic repressive regime.